Hi, I'm Kevin Tame. Welcome to the Hacktivist. Today I'm playing the Spiky NGObokata Pilana deck that Jeff Struby showed me in our coaching session, and I'm playing against Irish Rover, Alan Noonan, who is one of my good friends who is sometimes here in the DC area, so I'm able to play with him. And he's playing a Comrades Val deck. Let's jump right in this match. Yeah. So this isn't a great starting hand. Future Perfect is pretty much the worst agenda you can see. You want to see Econ and a few pieces of ice. So I go ahead and I mulligan and I get Hedge Fund, and then Cortex Lock is a really good piece of ice against Anarchs, and so I go ahead and put that on R&D because I want that to be a taxing server for things like indexing. When I see the Crick here, the Crick is only for archives. I want to really disincentivize rebirthing into Omar, and so I go ahead and I just put that there. It's probably not necessary to put it there, but I did it. I then just do the NGO, hoping that Alan comes in here to try and contest this. He goes and he uses Deuces Wild, which is kind of a pain because that gives him a counter, and he's able to expose, and he's able to break the Komainu for pretty cheap. I probably should have rezzed here, or probably would have been better. That would have cost him 5. It was probably a better play to res, and then him getting the Obokata makes it a little worse. I was able to hit some good cards, so that was good. The Rebirth was and the Turning Wheel were both great to hit. So he goes ahead and exposes again. He gets another counter. He's able to keep contesting here. He is running a little risky with 2 cards in hand. I'm not sure if he knows I have snares or not. He might assume I don't. But for the most part, you don't want to run against this deck. And that is a really painful face check for him, because that's going to kill all of his money. And yeah, make him pretty poor just for an NGO, which is probably pretty annoying for him. I go ahead and purge here. All of my ice I have no 0 strength, so he actually has to have real breakers like MK Ultra and stuff. I think he forgot that this was that this is an issue for him, because he did expose it, so he should have known what it was, but he might have forgot what it was. I saw a turntable in there. Turntable is a real problem sometimes, because that makes it so that they don't have to steal Obokata. You can oftentimes against Anarchs, they will turntable for my Obokata, and that's really painful. So right now I need to just reestablish my economy. Alan is he's in a good spot, and I need to do something. I don't want to lose on R&D, so especially with indexing. Typically these run 2 indexing. And so I'm going to go ahead and put the Miraju on here, and I'm only really going to Mirez the Miraju if Alan decides to index me. So this is a pretty good play on his part. It is risky. He just must not know that I have Snare in this deck, because like when you're running HQ, you want to be careful of getting hit by Snare on HQ. And now I just drew a Snare, which is great. So I'm assuming he's going to keep charging in here into HQ, because he knows I have the Cortex Lock, or he's seen it. He might not remember, but yep, and I hit him with Snare. This is a little reckless. He should have at least kept 3 cards in hand to be able to protect himself from stuff like that. This is how sometimes Anarch games go. They try and keep the pressure up. The ice is very taxing for Anarchs. The only Anarchs I really struggle with, I think, is the control type Anarchs. APOC ones are also a bit of a pain. But anyways, pretty good match. Alan's a great player, and it was, honest truth, I think he was just playing pretty reckless there. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Thanks.